Okay, so once you're on Bridge Street, which is State Route 104, kind of goes into it, you're going to want to be in the rightmost lane as soon as you can. There are two entrances to the SUNY Oswego campus. One, if you just continue down 104, it's a big old sign, you can't miss it. I'm going to take a different entrance that makes life, especially getting to the main building that we're going to need for dropping off anything for grad school, really. It just makes your life a ton easier going this way. So you're going to go down the right lane on 104 until you get to the big giant 5 or 6 way, I forget exactly what it is, intersection. It's a whole big mess, but it's fine as long as you just follow the lights and the signs. We're coming up on that now. Hopefully you can kind of see it. I don't know, I'm using a dash cam, so definitely by the time you get to this intersection, you want to be in the right lane. You can't go this way from the left lane. So you're up here at the right lane. There'll be a liquor store right up here, 5 Points Liquor Store. Use that as kind of a mark to guide you in the proper direction. So we might have to sit at this light a while. Each individual section of this intersection has its own light, so you don't have to worry about like watching and waiting or anything like that. You're gonna keep going past, you're going straight up this hill here, past Ace Rabies. In the distance you can see the clock tower of Sheldon Hall. You probably won't need Sheldon Hall, but there are some things there, like undergraduate admissions is up there, international studies, things like that. So it's good to kind of know where that is, I guess. But we're going to drive right past it to get to where we need to go for Wilbur Hall, which is, again, where all of our professors are going to have their offices and things, is Wilbur Hall. You've got, here's a sign, so we are officially on the Oswego campus, so the speed limit is 20, not 30. Right up here is Sheldon Hall. You can kind of see it in the corner. And parking is a little bit wonky. I'm taking you through commuter parking, but if you don't have a commuter parking pass, it's tricky. But you're going to see the one-way sign, and you're going to turn right into that parking lot. And then once you get into that parking lot, Wilbur Hall is actually right here. I'm going to just kind of circle around the parking lot to get a bit of a better, closer view. But it's connected to two other buildings. So it's the building squished kind of in the middle right here, this bricks. Every single professor we've got has an office in that building. The building itself is old as shit, but they just remodeled the whole inside, so there are signs everywhere. If you know the room number you're looking for, there'll be at least 6 signs on your way there to help you find that building. So I'm not gonna, take through that building or anything, but it is right between Park Hall and Shinneman. Shinneman is what we're driving by next. That's the science building. We're not gonna have any classes or anything in there, so it's not super relevant, but it's a really cool building. So if you've got time, check it out whenever. That one's pretty new as well. This parking lot I'm driving through is a one-way. This is commuter parking. This is all commuter parking. It's a bloodbath trying to get parking here, so I wouldn't suggest it during normal hours. This building right here that we're in front of is the campus center. As an undergrad, it's super important. Most of what you need is in there, but here with our master's program, I don't think you really need anything in that building, but just kind of know where it is. Getting out of that parking lot is also one way. So once you get out, you're going to turn left to go back up on the road we came, and now we're going to go to Culkin Hall, which is the only other probably building you may ever have to go. Financial aid is going to be in this building. All the deans of students, any sort of paperwork if you end up with on-campus employment of any kind, really anything administrative that's not our specific grad school program is going to be in Culkin Hall. To get to Culkin Hall, this is the easy way to get in as well. You're just kind of following that same road we were driving down to get to Wilbur Hall. There's some really, really tight corners here just to kind of keep in mind in winter if you're ever needing to drop shit off in the Oswego campus. And then you're going to turn right at the weird wonky thing. Now, we are back on campus, so I'm not going to take you through a parking lot. You're just going to keep going straight. Just because Culkin Hall, you will need to park somewhere, but it's kind of hit or miss on what time you're parking. So you're going to keep going until the, you're going to go across the like brick walkway. There's a yield sign and two one-ways. So you'll go right at the first one-way. It's a 2-lane thing, and then it kind of merges to one or whatever. And then there's a little loop thing. And along the loop is Culkin Hall. Right here. It is literally right here. They also have a really good directories and signs and whatnot. As you can kind of see with these cars here, if you are quick, you can park right in front of the building and run in, drop off things, especially financial aid will have you drop stuff off a lot. Paperwork wise, that's all going to be in that building. Most of the things that are relevant are on the way upper floor, so you're going to want to take those elevators. But they've got a really good directory. The whole building is a square, so you can't really get lost in any of the rooms. So again, I'm not taking you through there. And then to get out, we're going to go out the main entrance of campus. So you're going to go down the other one way. And then I don't think anyone really needs to worry about the other direction, so you're going to want to go to the left lane out here through the one-way. There's always a shit ton of deer around, so that's something I always like to warn people when you're leaving Culkin Hall, especially, like, watch out for deer. The university police will kind of hang out right in these corners, so you can get caught by them if you're not careful. And then if you continue down this one way, get to the stoplight, and this is the main entrance to the campus. Any directions you're given from anything is gonna tell you to go through the main entrance of campus. I personally kind of hate it. It's a pain. Going that other way is just a lot easier, especially if you're coming down 104, like anyone coming from Syracuse is going to be. And then turning left at this light gets you right back onto 104. If you continue straight, you get right back to that same intersection, down Bridge Street, exactly back the way you came. Coming this way on the left is the parking office. Being grad students, almost never are you going to need the parking office for anything. If you need to be parked on the Oswego campus for anything, you get a visitor's parking pass, which you can do online. Occasionally there'll be stuff to pick up in the parking office with those visitor passes, but I never have had to, so you don't really need to know where that's at. But I will keep the camera running just for that one little bit, just so you can see it's like right off the main entrance. And that's all you should need to know about navigating SUNY Oswego's campus, because those two buildings are the only buildings that really are ever going to matter. So, yeah.